And the dude I'm getting ready to bring on, this dude I'm getting ready to bring on is the dude who walked up on Ringo. Okay. So again, we will get an eyewitness report, you know what I'm saying? From the perpetrator, But let's bring him in here. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, man.
What's your name again?
My name's Tate.
Tate. That's right, Tate.
Yes, sir.
And so Tate, and you're the dude who walked up on Ringo, right?
Yeah, I walked up on Ringo. When I say walked up, it sounds crazy. Like I didn't like come out, aggressive. But yeah, I went up to Ringo, Rollo, and New Breed outside this very popular hotel in Charlotte.
And I look, and I'm gonna just keep it 100 straight up. You was off for doing that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't sign off on that. And
hmm
look, hey, just all y'all who follow me, hey, look, y'all not. I promise you won't walk up on me. Look, I put this on butt
Yeah.
naked. Like I take a shower with this on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not that day and it's not that time to be behaving like that. And Tate, you also, and I'm gonna let you tell the whole story, but the other thing that you was way off with is you were told not to come there and you were disobedient, weren't you?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I mean, like I said, that it is messy, bro. And now you got your boy Rollo. You done did him wrong, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna hand it over to you. I'm gonna let you talk. You got the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel great after because I wasn't proud of, causing the situation like with Rollo, he seeing how New Breed and Ringo walked away and like I could tell they were looking at him off and everything like that. It wasn't a proper time and place. And of course, I've had friends that told me the same thing. They're like, Tate, that wasn't, no matter what you're trying to do, it wouldn't have worked no matter what. It was late and, it's just, they told me the real about that as well. I had tried to approach all those guys at a bowling alley and they had left. So I went ahead to the hotel because you could tell by the architecture what it was. And I knew in my mind, I was like, man, I don't want to. It was going to be the only time. And I was like, do I do it? Do I don't do it? It's going to look weird, at the hotel. Well, I was like, well, in my mind, I'm like, they're familiar with me, then maybe, I can talk my way into what I'm trying to get to, what I'm trying to get through with them. Maybe I can, and I'm not good in these situations. I'm not good because, I get nervous, I hate confrontation. I hate anything like, the situation when I was going into, it wasn't going to be comfortable. So
And how old are you?
I don't have a badge. No, no, it's okay. Um, oh, sorry. Did you say something?
Yeah. I asked how old are you?
I'm 23.
23.
Yes, sir.
So look, you a 23-year-old white dude walking up on a black dude at 1 a.m.
Yeah, man.
talking nervous and weird after all
Yeah,
these
I'm
damn
off for
school
that.
shootings.
I'm off for-
Hey, look, you like the most feared type person out there.
Yeah.
Dog. Hey, look, I would at least drew this down on you. I'd have been like, hey, like anybody, I
Oh,
don't know
dude.
no man who ain't gonna freak out when
Yeah.
a 20-year-old walking up on him
Uh-huh.
talking crazy.
Listen, I'm
Now let
laughing
me
with
ask
you.
you this.
I'm laughing with you.
Let me ask
Uh,
you this. What were you trying to tell him? Like, what'd you want to tell him?
So I was actually not there to talk to Ringo. I was talking to all three of them, but I had approached them, and the first one that was kind of that I had locked eyes with was Rollo, but I had shifted a lot of my conversation toward Ringo. You know, I was trying to, no matter how I was trying to put it, it was going to be very difficult. But the gist of what I was going to try to get to was that I felt like as time has gone on, I've watched these guys. I was trying to give them like my respect. I didn't know how to go into it. I was trying to, like I said, I was trying to diffuse whatever anxiety that was in the air, because I might not be too socially aware. I mean, Ringo was looking at me standing in front of a door. He's assuming that I'm blocking a door. He's assuming my hands are in my pockets. I have something in my pocket.
You had your hands in your pocket.
But here's the crazy part, just a side thing. I actually could tell because I could feel the energy between them all, and I even emptied my pockets. Because I did everything trying to, I could feel it. I was trying to diffuse all that, all that energy.
Bro,
I
hey,
even
bro,
put my pockets out. Uh,
your 20-year-old is one in the morning. There's no making this
yeah.
stuff normal.
Oh
But
yeah. It's not. It's not.
because I checked out the whole situation just because all the stuff going on. But
Uh huh.
my what I would tell you, just being an older person, you just listening to some of the situations, you're emotional and you have poor judgment, and evident by you were saying why you and what's the other dude's name, New
Rollo,
Breed.
New
Well, no,
Breed.
New Breed felt some type of way to you, as I would if you told a tasteless joke like what you told. So right there, there's bad blood, and then you have poor judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's something you should work on, and that's a lot of people in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? But my thing, what I want to ask you about is there did Rollo have anything to do with you showing up? Because they're saying he was
No.
setting it up and
Can I answer
and,
your
and
initial
just,
question? Because I kind
yeah,
of
go
know.
ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I had went there because I felt like as time has gone by, it feels like these guys were like your teachers. Not like, you know what I mean? I mean, these are just men, but like, I mean, young people, we get on YouTube, we watch things. You might see a Jordan Peterson reel pop up, and you're like, yeah, that's a real guy. It's the same with like New Breed or Ringo. You see these dudes over time, you listen, and then you grow to have some respect for what you hear, and it's like, wow, that's real stuff. You don't hear this in the Christian church, you don't hear this in church. And but as time has gone by, it feels like they've led me and others, because I have other friends, we all watch them, and we be confused sometimes. They be saying things that just be kind of off, and if you feel like you give them the benefit of the doubt because you're like, oh yeah, no one's perfect, but then you be hearing things, and it has led to me personally being led down this road where I hit that wall where I don't want to necessarily just move on and be like, well, they taught me what I need to know, so I'm going to unsubscribe. I was kind of assuming, man, I should go there. And you know how Pastor Dow said he wants to talk to people in person? That's the drive that was in me. And I had confusion. So my thing was, I wanted to bring it. And it just, no matter how I try to put it, it wouldn't have worked out. But I was trying to bring it, and I was trying to come in the right attitude, and and humility, of course. But no matter how that would have been, it just wasn't the right time. But after all this,
Right.
after finding out all this would have been the only time. So no matter how I try to put it, this was actually my only opportunity, and if anything, the last one. Because like what you said, I had said a tasteless joke. And these dudes, instead of telling me anything, instead of coming to me in person about that situation, which, hey, they don't, I wouldn't say they have to, you know, but instead of like coming to me about anything, it just, instead of coming to me about anything, it was just kind of like I was cut off and silent, especially by New
Well,
Breed.
well, and the thing is, and what I'm trying to tell you, like I said, I'm ahead of a similar. I deal with a lot of men your age and everything like that. And you got to understand, man, you're young, and a lot of people your age, you function in foolishness, like I did for my 20s and my 30s. I was a fool. You make poor judgments, poor decisions. That's one of the main things we teach people, the young people here that are coming in from the world. You got to show them, hey, you make bad decisions, and because of the results you get from those bad decisions, it'll make you insecure and nervous and uncertain of yourself and all this stuff, you know. But and yeah, I could just go on with it. Um, to a degree, I'm not sure what you saw in them. Maybe you've outgrown what they're about, but yeah, that's one. But you did name one of the key differences between Straightway and all these other people out here, because I've been out there around all those Hebrew Israelites out there, and this is what people don't get. And I think you're going to be able to resonate with what I'm getting ready to say here. What people don't understand is that, and I figured it out the hard way because I met tons of Hebrew Israelite leaders, and almost across the board, they were one way online. When you watch them, they seem righteous and all that, but then you meet them in person and there's something different. Pastor Dow was the only person who was the exact opposite. He seemed real harsh and some type of way when I saw him on online, but he kicking truth. You couldn't dispute it. When I met him in person, man, he was one of the realest men I've ever met in my life. You see what I'm saying? And what you need to learn as a as a young boy, a big lesson you need to learn, you got to really learn what that word says. When it says you will know them by their fruits, you got to learn how to, when you get a little inkling that something's off, that's what you need to be focusing on, not your emotions and all that other stuff. That makes sense?
Well, that's actually what I would argue what I was focused on. The emotions part, I think anybody would probably felt the way I felt, because with Rollo, it's always been hard communicating with that guy. You know, I helped him through some times and everything, and I'm not trying to like sit here and brag, like but I had felt, you know, how do I put it? Because I had supported, just like anybody would. I had given money, time, energy. I even helped New Breed make edits in 2021. And he's acting like he doesn't necessarily. I mean, he doesn't know me like that, but he's acting like I'm a stranger. And I had helped make that guy edits. Helped Rollo made an edit, or several edits, and given a lot of my money, because you support these guys. You think they have the best interest of the viewers, because they're teaching, and they're kind of putting themselves in this position. They don't call themselves preachers or teachers, but they have this like, they assume this role of teaching the Bible, and then they go and say, don't be religious, and that we're not religious, and it's just all this confusion, man. I mean, I'm just trying to.
Hey, look, hey, tell me about it.
Good.
Again, I've went all through the Hebrew Israelite community, but again, now look, listen, it goes right back to the book though, and that's when I tell you these people don't follow the book. I'm trying to tell you, because and you weren't following the word, because the word tells you, try all things, hold fast to that which is true, and that's why again. Like if you watch the way Pastor Dow moves and the way Straightway moves, like even recently, Pastor Dow just did a video. He invited all them dudes that's talking all this
Yep.
junk
Yep.
to come on our show.
And they ain't
Because
doing
we about that life.
it.
Like if you talk to anybody, like you could look over in the comments here, and a lot of these people in the comments, I see two people in the comments who've lived with me for years. Okay? Like People know me. They've been around me. They've seen me. They've seen my family. You see what I'm saying? They've tried me to know that I'm true. That's why I don't have a big following, but I got a solid following. And you fell victim to, I'm telling you, you gotta cling to this word and not like you were on some fanboy type shit. Like, oh, I gotta see him, you know. And
Not,
it turns
I
out
mean, I
they
guess you might
somebody
be
else.
right, but I don't
Yeah.
agree with that part.
Well,
Fanboy
you
thing.
said, look, you said you was nervous, you was starstruck,
Well,
you
I'm
probably,
actually good, good.
bro. And look, you was out there at 1 o'clock in the morning
Yeah,
on some stalker type shit. Look, it is what it is. You kind of, we could hear it in your speech. You said, look, I had followed him. I knew it might be my only time to ever get to see them. I get it, you know, but I'm telling you, man, just like we trying to warn everybody, man, you don't
but
know.
yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
yeah.
listening to you.
Well, there's something more to it, though. You gotta think about this because as believers, we sacrifice a lot in our life. And when we when we go and tell our family the truth, whether it was the Sabbath day or when I was telling my family or peoples about this and that, I had even started saying talking points because I had been watching these guys since about 19. I probably had looked at them like in some way, like they were like role models in a sense, not like I was idolizing and like watching every single thing every single minute, but it had become that way. And I had been applying everything that I've been learning from whether it was from Straightway, because I've been watching Pastor Dal around the same time. And I had been applying everything. And because you begin to do the things and apply the things that you feel is tangible, good advice, and then when it gets thrown back at you, you feel like you're disappointed. It makes you question a lot more than just what you believe, but what you've been told. And just a long story short, it led to that night, to where I ultimately needed closure in my own mind of who are these dudes, because I would be around New Breed, and it would never. And I had been around the Christian church, and there was one thing that just I didn't know if it was a cultural thing. I have many black friends that told me, hey, Tate, you understand this cultural stuff that you don't get. I didn't know. I was trying to learn, but I would notice like New Breed and UNY and all these people. Everyone was so paranoid and so you know it didn't feel like a community because they had a land walk. They've had an event before. They've walked on that land. They've invited people out, and they had a second event. I was a part of all of them. Yeah, it just didn't feel like community. There's no prayer really going on, or like because I guess it's just religious. Like it didn't feel like there was any. Right, it didn't feel like Jesus was running things. You know what I mean? And I just kind of took it for a grain of salt. I'm like, New Breed's had a hard life, and he's not an outgoing person. He's not comfortable talking to many people, so I get it, you know. And assuming kind of just watching everybody and how everyone moved, and we had panels, little Zoom calls, meetings, and a lot of it was just black identity. It was never talking about real stuff about the land, and I would catch on. I would stay and I would watch and listen, and maybe I could have tried, like you said, tried, but I just kind of took it for like, hey, I don't know, too much. In my mind, I don't put myself above anybody like I'm smarter or that I know more. But I had been sharing the same talking points, applying all these things, losing friends and family for the sake of it all. And ultimately, it led me into going up to these guys because I had reached this point where it just felt like it was something I needed to do, you know?
And that,
I'll stop there.
right. But on what you said, you nailed it. You said it felt it, you were in your feelings, and what I'm part of the thing. You've learned some, but you need a solid foundation laid. Uh, you need a solid foundation laid of what this truth is, and I mean, again, like it's like the work I did out there. Like if you go, you could go on my channel and go see the work I did. And when I say the work, I bounced around. I've met a lot of Hebrew Israelite leaders out there, everything. And then when I met Pastor Dow, just like I met all the other leaders, I questioned him. I checked his fruit out. You know what I'm saying? I held fast to that which is true. I tried all things, concerning it. And then I was like, okay, I get it, you know. But I didn't just run with the first person that I met and think, you know. And I get it. You at the time you're young, you're new to this, you didn't get it, but now you're at a point. Look, you got the wisdom being poured into you. Like the stuff I'm saying is book, you know, and you've been around these people. You should call that Straightway number that's in the comments. Call that number and get around. See what the saints of Straightway is like.
I've actually tried before. I have a friend who's in Straightway. Uh, I've had. I'll tell you something real fast about where I'm at right now. Like,
Uh huh.
I've bounced in between all these, ideologies. I had went from New Age when I was 18 to New Breed's platform, got back into the Word, and then he would talk about the chosen people, which led me into Hebrew, into the law, and into all these things. And I'm probably just a bad guy or the villain to, I guess, a lot of people now because I was pretty much in line with all these ideas. And because of the experiences themselves and because of me getting more in the Word, I had started to detach from making the law my righteousness. I'd gone to I hated on Christians for the longest. I said the same things, called them pagan, and sorry about the noise, by the way.
No
Let me
problem.
go a little farther away. But I had shared the same sentiments about pagan Christianity. Oh, you don't celebrate birthdays, all this stuff. And now I'm in this boat where I'm a Christian again. Yeah, it's crazy, right? I'm, and it is a little concerning because I on the other end, I would share the same scriptures. I would say, oh, a dog goes back to his vomit, this and that. I feel free. I made the law my righteousness, and then when I read the New Testament, it's not that I got rid of the law because the law is like reflecting, what sin is, but putting my faith not in my own work of the law, but in my belief in Christ, giving Him everything. And I had been in this bubble going one way and then being in the other, one foot in and, into this doctrine and the other. And it's also kind of why I went there, talked to Ringo, New Breed. I got myself back in these fellowships with Christian people, and they be praying. They be like, I could feel like they have the
So
fruit
so
too.
so check this out, because
Go ahead, yeah.
I could definitely relate to what you're saying because I'll tell you what happened to me when the Most High woke me up. And I realized that He's real and the Bible's real. I started going to churches, all that stuff like that, praying, seeking Him spiritually. I could feel Him, and then I kept digging into the truth, find out. Then I came into the Hebrew Israelite thing. And then I traveled all over the place and got all into the Hebrew Israelite thing and learned deeper truths. And the next thing you know, the spiritual side of it had left me. And like by the time I went to Ron Dalton's Great Awakening Hebrew Gathering, spiritually, I felt like a damn zombie. You know what I'm saying? And then I met Straightway, and Straightway where it melded at, where it was the truth and the spiritual side, where there's prayer, there's deliverance, there's true spiritual brotherhood and sisterhood. You know, all the spiritual aspects are highly pushed. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is pushed on, you know, the word and everything like that, you know. And then on top of all that is we live according to the book. We live around each other. See, and the thing is, the reason why I made a big deal out of how New Breed and Ringo dealt with that situation with y'all, we deal with situations like that all the time. So, like, if you had walked up on me out there and you had survived it, we would have reconciled it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have cut you off and ostracized you. I would have just set you down and told you how big of a dumbass you were for coming out there at night. And we would have dealt with it accordingly, but I wouldn't have just cut you off and accuse you of being some conspirator and all this other stuff. Because I could see, I was like, nah, he's not a bad dude. He just a dumbass. He young, but he not, he not evil. He ain't plotting on nothing. Then Rollo. I could see Rollo just, he wasn't there mentally, slow maybe in the situation, but I'm not going to cut a so-called brother permanently out of my life for something like that follows me, for something as trivial as that. And you don't see that in you don't see that in the book.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
it's character of Christ,
and that when I saw that was a big indicator that these dudes, it's not gonna go well if they try to do a community with a spirit like that on them, where they just gonna go like that and spin up whatever narrative they want against the person and then cut them off. That's unjust. That's not how that they try to make it similar, but that's not how Pastor Dow dealt with Pastor Rufus. That's not how that situation went.
That's what I was telling them too. It's like they became hypocrites off of that, and they did the very thing they kept assuming, I guess, that y'all did with Rufus, and they did the very thing with the Rollo guy. And not only that, the assumptions, that's a sin, to be assuming the way they are, because, and I'm not trying to like call what's sin and not, but like they said, Ringo said, I had the spirit of death in me, and that it left my body and went to another person in Charlotte, the guy that like killed the 8 cops, and went into that guy, and he said that the spirit of death was there. That I'm like, bro, I didn't. Bro, come on, man.
Yeah, he was just scared like anybody else would have been. Cause look, I would have been scared. You'd have bullets in you, and we would have seen if the spirits of death was there.
You gotta look at that picture of me from the thumbnail. Even though it was not the best thing to do. I did not look intimidating. I was smiling.
That's the scary, dude. That's what's scary about you.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's what's scary about y'all 20-year-old serial killing white people. Y'all coming in with your hat backwards with a smile and fucking kill 90 people.
Exactly, bro. White people,
that's we just the scary part.
We be doing crazy stuff like that, and we don't even know. Like, we be thinking it's all cool, and like, yeah, that wasn't cool. Really, no matter where it's at, it's not cool. But I didn't have the spirit of death on me. I wasn't. They were saying that I was. Okay, they were saying that I was like babbling, like I was. And I have a hard time putting my words together sometimes. In
That's
that situation.
Even scarier. So you real creepy, bro.
Yeah, you gotta have to raise
you extra creepy. You extra creepy with sugar on top.
Yeah, with the cherry.
Damn, man. Good night.
Hey.
Damn. Hey. Woo. I'm glad you ain't run up on me. It would have went.
I should have wore like some nerd stuff then. I should have had like some should have some like Minecraft shirt on or something.
No, you should have stayed your ass home. Damn. but
Listen, you're right. You're right. There's so many
it's
because
a you.
it made another situation, but I feel like the Most High did something from it. It's not for me to feel justified, but you know that scripture where it's like God uses the foolish things to confound the wise. I really truly feel like this just shows a lot of people what type of nature these guys have, and I love them. I still love them. Like I love. I know that word when you hear someone say "I love you," you be like looking at them kind of. But when I mean love, I mean like I can respect you and Pastor Dow and Ringo and New Breed for the things they taught me. It's not like I'm just these guys, I'm still mad.
Well,
I can
well,
appreciate they did, but this shows a lot. It just shows that hey, you got to move
This is
on.
this is the thing. I'm because there's a lot going on, and I'm
Uh
not
huh.
using it. Like because I'm not gonna be silent through this thing as all these false accusations come forth, but I am responding back to it in a way that's gonna edify people and help people grow and show Christ in us and show our footwork and our fruit and how we operate and everything. And the point, one of the points that I'm making about what's going on since this thing kicked off, and I got involved in it maybe 3 weeks ago. You've had one of Ringo's so-called witnesses, the sister that he did a whole video about, and it was all lies. We disproved that, and then he had a falling out with Rollo. And then James Blunt, the other witness, had a falling out with Pastor Rufus. And then New Breed's coming on talking about he only about money, and that ain't gonna be about
Business.
religion on that thing.
Business.
You got Ringo. There are allegations of him heavily supporting pedophilia that he is not addressing, and
He
he's
said that
made
years
some.
ago. Yeah, the
He
R. Kelly
said
stuff.
he has said some very disturbing stuff where he's 100% behind R. Kelly, and he is not addressing those allegations. In the meantime, he's pointing the finger at everybody else. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
So
he has the
so
intellect,
but the
of
thing is,
things.
when
It's
you
fine.
when you look over here at Straightway, you see me, you see Pastor
Hmm.
Dow, you see all Straightway still rocking in 100% brotherhood. We don't got all that drama going on. And when we come on and we talking about this, we coming straight down the middle with receipts. And even you coming on the show, speaking on this situation, shedding light on it, is another receipt on their bad judgment and the character of person that they are. They talk about the Bible, but they not really about that book.
They have them on their lips, but they don't have power. And I
Yep.
like to look at the good in people. Like even I have my questions about that situation with Pastor Dow, but I can see that man and look at how he knows. I can see that he's trying to do the right thing. I don't. I can see and not jump to conclusions like he's just some ravenous dude trying to steal your wife. I don't
Well,
see
check,
that. That's
check,
how they see
check.
it.
Well, check this out.
Uh,
Check this out. We had a brother who saw this going down. I don't know if you know him. His name Judah Mack. And you know what he did? He reached
What?
out to me and he said, "Hey, I want to talk to Pastor because I hear all these allegations. I want to talk to him." He talked to Pastor. Pastor invited him to come out to the land. Judah Mack's gonna come out to the land, look that man in the eye, and actually deal with the situation righteously and deal with it the way men do. Hey, I'm gonna just come out there and meet you and see what you're about. And it's like Pastor done that's an open invitation. Anybody like
That's cool.
people
I kind of wanted to do
people could
that, but I
come
just
out.
didn't.
Yeah,
I just didn't know
that's
that
what I'm
was the
saying.
thing.
Hey, dude, most of these males out here, they're just that. They're males, but they ain't real men. Some of these dudes, you can't even find them. They're just hidden unless they want to pop up somewhere. These dudes ain't real. Can't nobody find them and know what they about. These dudes, man, these dudes is off. Like you're not gonna know who another man is till you get around them. I don't, actors put on. I mean, you've seen it in Hollywood. Look at P Diddy. Everybody thought he was one way, but now they find out he another way. You see? You don't know who these people are till you get around them. And that's where a lot of people are getting
Hey,
deceived and Go ahead.
I do have to get going. My boss is calling me back.
Yeah, it
But
sound like you
yeah, I
at
mean, I
work.
have.
Sound like a damn truck was about to
Yeah,
back
bro.
over your way.
I gotta go.
All
But I would
right.
love to ask more questions. There's questions I have regarding that.
All right. So
Because
one
that stuff
last
will
thing.
confuse you.
One last thing. Just
Uh,
call that number. You got to be persistent. Call that number, and you could you go out there and fellowship or whatever. So, but anyway, all right, man. Appreciate you coming on. I'll talk to you later.
all right, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for the opportunity. I
Yep, no
appreciate it.
problem. All right, y'all. Like I said, man, this real talk. We ain't ducking no smoke. We want all the smoke. We want the truck exhaust smoke. We want the cigarette smoke, the cigar smoke. Y'all could keep that crack smoke. We ain't messing with that. But we ain't ducking no smoke though. We with it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all see what it is. That like we got tickets. We not playing around, y'all. All these people talking all this stuff for the past month. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking. I mean, they doing podcasts and you seen them, man. They big talking and on how evil we are and all this stuff like that. And y'all seen it. But then, all right, we got you. We back there listening to you. You know, we got lives though. We living this out for real. We don't just make videos. We got other things going on out there. But okay, so now y'all done ran your mouths for a month, and now y'all think it's over, and y'all thought we was ducking smoke.
Nigga, you lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz.
So we got time today. We pulling the sheets all the way back, and now you see they ducking smoke now. You see people ducking smoke now. Hey, look, check this out. Your boy New Breed, he don't even want to do any more response videos on his New Breed Global whatever channel. You know, he did it on some other channel. That's cool. Hey, look, and I'm telling you what I'm trying to. What I'm trying to do is just back off and leave y'all alone. Pastor Rufus did a video today, and he said he wants us. He said he's leaving it alone. He wants us to leave it alone. Now, mind you, he ran around and did a whole bunch of going on all these. He went on a podcast tour for a month, one podcast to another, and now he done stirred up the beehive enough. Now he want to duck out. Hey, guess what? I can respect that. I'm gonna keep his name out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? He don't want nothing, won't be nothing. You know what I'm saying? If he gonna be quiet, I'm be quiet. You know what I'm saying? If you don't care, I don't care. You know? I see even Newbury, he might do another video of this, but I'm gonna throttle back. I'm gonna let them do a couple videos about us and see if it dies off. Okay? Because look, the reality is if we really wanted to, we could go through almost everything New Breed and Ringo say and show you where it's a lie. We could pump a lot of it. But if you heard my Bible study before this, there was a verse right there in Proverbs saying, hey, don't get into it with a man with a lot of mouth. Like he makes a living off of doing reaction videos, or he brings in a substantial amount of income from doing reaction videos, 8-9 hour videos, you know. I look, hey, I'll tell you, I ain't got time. I could do this 1 hour video. I did 2 hours worth of videos today for the week for my channel. Boom. But guess what? there ain't no cut on what I'm saying. We ain't putting no baking soda in this stuff. This the pure stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. There it is. Somebody said that saying, throwing all the rocks and hiding hands. These cats weird. Trying to play victim. Yeah, they want to be Vickies now. Now they all Vickies. Now they being hated on. Now people jealous. Now, you notice, once they realize you going to punch back, now they like, oh, they talking about love and love. You know, you see P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy changed his name to Brother Love right before they found his ass out. You know, everybody want to resort to love all of a sudden, all that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, C Rock Smooth is doing, like, we ain't got to do nothing really. C Rock Smooth is grilling Ringo on all this pedophilia talk that he got going on. And Ringo won't say nothing about it. And that's what they're trying to bring on the unlimited potential farms. Pedophilia. Like, this dude is like, yo, if she 11, she's a lady and blah, blah, blah. Come on. Are you going to address it? Or you see what I'm saying? You want Pastor Dow to address all this up. Pastor Dow invited you on his show, and y'all ducking all the smoke. New Breed, this dude said if you pay him $20,000, he'll show up and he'll fight you for $40,000. Hey man, what did I tell you about that dude? What did I tell you about New Breed? Didn't I tell y'all? This dude is about money.
And for the record, I am about my money. I am about.
You can't make this stuff up, man. It's like somebody sitting here in love trying to warn y'all, man. These dudes is all about money. They ain't about that book. Why? Look at they duck and smoke. That footwork ain't there. I could condense that, and it ain't even been an hour. I haven't even been on here now, and I could tell you that they ducking all the smoke. They even ducking the steam. You know what I'm saying? Go watch New Breed's video and watch with nimbleness and agility how he tap dances like Sammy Davis Jr. out of coming on a simple podcast show to address all these false allegations they making. They ain't gonna do it. Why? Because they ain't about that book. What are they building their community on?
We're building a community that has nothing to do with, you know, a religious belief, personal beliefs, none of that.
Y'all put a 100 up in there if that's making sense. If y'all get where old Michael Israel's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. Why is New Breed still throwing shade at Pastor when his partner for Unlimited Potential Farms supports everything R. Kelly has done and supports pedophilia, says 11-year-old girls are grown women. You could go on C Rock Smooth's channel and listen to the video with him saying it out his own mouth. My question, why isn't Ringo or New Breed addressing these pedophilia statements? Why aren't y'all demanding that from them? Y'all buying into this farm. What kind of farm is that going to be? All I'm saying, man, y'all got to make this thing make sense. But with that, yeah, we like I said, everybody, like the people they've brought on their, or that Ringo has brought on his show, have been people that, you know, they don't line up. They're not making sense. You know, they're just people who they their characters. They have their character. I'll say it like this. There's a better way to say it. Their character is questionable. People of questionable character. And y'all see the way we moving. We took a righteous step forward. We say, hey, everybody could come on this show. And instead of doing videos back and forth, y'all could come on the show and say what you got to say. They're all ducking smoke. Now, all of a sudden, everybody is about love and they the victim and jealousy and all this stuff. I'm just saying. So, and like I said, all them people you saw them bringing on the show, when you look at what they got going on over there, you don't see Psalms 133. When we just brought Tate on here and let him talk, gave him the floor. Eyewitness, he was in there around all them people. Did you hear Psalms 133? Man, they pushed this dude back to Christianity. It was so messy over there. You look over here at Straightway, you watch some of the videos I'm going to be rolling out here. Like this weekend, myself and 5 or 6 other brothers that are in this assembly, we went up to Straightway, to the hub, and we put up a large military tent. It was a heavy military tent. It was like 6 of us working together like a special operations unit out there, putting forth labor, helping out our brothers and sisters up there at the hub. We enjoy being around each other. If you, in the video, you'll hear us out there laughing, talking in true biblical brotherhood. Psalms 133. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. That's how we move. You didn't when you listen to Tate, you didn't hear that feeling with him. When you look at what's going on with Rollo and New Breed and that Ringo dude, you don't pick that up from them. When you listen to when you go over to C Rock Smooth's channel and listen to what Ringo's saying in that video, it's cringy at best. It's creepy at worst. Let's have that talk. Real talk. Okay? So we just putting that out there. But I think if y'all can, definitely, if you haven't hit that like button, definitely hit that like button. Subscribe to the Spiritual Combat channel because we're going to be putting out some documentaries. We're going to give y'all some deep behind the scenes look of what goes on in Straightway. And if you've been sitting there devouring 9-hour videos, and this is concerning. You've been sitting there devouring 9-hour videos of Ringo TV. So he done brainwash you into thinking there's some type of Nazi war camp or something over here. You're gonna be blown away. And that's one more thing. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you in a sec here, Tate. But that's another thing. Okay, is you're listening to Ringo for 9 hours. I know if you're listening to him for 9 hours, what you're not doing is getting your spirit right. If you're listening to him for 9 straight hours, what you're not doing is getting your spirit right. So I would have to imagine that a lot of his followers spiritually, they're probably just not there. Cause ain't no meat. They're not getting fed. They're getting fed candy, emotional candy. That's all they eating over there. Over here, we eating steak, fruit, eggs. We eating good. Hey, Tate, what's going on?
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some downtime again. I was just having to do something, so I won't probably be on much longer.
Yeah, because
But
I'm
yeah,
getting ready to
I
wrap
can
it up.
answer.
I'm getting
Yeah,
ready to
yeah.
wrap it up, but just whatever you need to say, I'm going to give you time. Go ahead and say it. You got the floor.
Yeah, man. With all the stuff that has happened, there's definitely been people like me as well that are, that got questions or confused about the Pastor Dow situation, because that dude did make a video, the Jamie guy, and when Ringo was putting it out, you're listening, you're trying to digest that, and you're trying to understand what that is, and that's me. I'm still trying to understand. Don't really know, but man, that would be cool, man. If there was ever the opportunity, if I could call and ask or talk to Pastor Dow on that, because I do feel like people will just say things and try to character assassinate you, and that's how I see it with these guys, because they be spitting venom instead of, even if it was a situation where they could break it down and talk about it, I could just see like how they just go at it hard instead of, because if someone's in the wrong, you say something a few times, and to be making a bunch of content and videos about somebody and just to show them how bad they are, even though you have the same disgusting thing inside, the same disgusting things that you accuse in you. And that's how I see it with Ringo.
Well, and this is the thing. What he's doing, all the people who listen to that and they believe it, instead of doing what the word says and going and getting the other side of the story and doing their due diligence and reaching out to pastor or going out there doing what they need to do, they're hearing a one-sided story. He's causing all those people to sin. And it's a bunch of deception. Go ahead.
And so with that situation, and I'm asking an innocent question, okay? A real one.
Absolutely. You need to ask the hard questions.
Yeah,
Right.
if the guy or whoever, if this Jamie dude, and then the other dude, and if their wives, or if if their girl was supposedly stolen and that was actually theirs, and Pastor Dow says has that lady, is that not legitimately adultery? And even if it is adultery, is it like, in Pastor Dow's mind, is he seeing it from a vantage point of, I'm just taking this sister in, and he doesn't see it that way?
Listen, and
Yeah, go ahead.
He's already come out and said this. Okay, Pastor said, okay, I'm condensing the story. Okay, but basically, the dude came up there. He was supposed to come back, I think, within 3 months to get his wife, but it ended up being, I think, like way longer. It was like a year or something like that. And they began, their marriage began getting rough. It's purely assumption that people are saying, "Oh, pastor was in her ear, telling her to divorce him." There's no witnesses on that. Nobody saw that, but everybody is assuming that. Now you operating in sin, so they assume that pastor's telling her divorce and divorce him. But this is them. Their marriage began to go down the drain. She wanted a divorce from him. She told him that she wanted a divorce. He said, "Okay, I'll give you a divorce." He divorced her. He said this on an interview on Rollo's show. He divorced her, okay? And then a year later, after the divorce, pastor asked her to marry him, okay? So I'm trying to figure out where the adultery's at, who saw it happening, where the witnesses are. You know what I'm saying? It said, "In the mouth of two or more witnesses shall all things be established." But again, Ringo TV does not follow the Bible. He doesn't do what the Bible says. With him, in my mind shall all truth be established, and out of my mouth I'll declare it. That's Ringo. You understand what I'm saying? You still there, Tate? Hey, S Coates, you could come on the show. I got the link to the show. I see you in the comments.
Sorry.
Yeah, I see you in the comments, Coates. You could come on the show. I'll bring you on the show
Eric
just like I.
Gonzalez guy, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
and then there was the other video. That was the Jamie guy.
So again, now Jamie, I don't fully know his whole story, but from what I was told, his marriage was already kind of rocky, and I'm not gonna really speak on that because I haven't dug into it yet. Okay, but the main thing everybody was talking about was this one. You know what I'm saying? But again, Ringo TV was invited on our show.
To do
all
the
the naysayers, yeah. I let the naysayers come right on here and talk to me. Like you see the dude in the comments. I'm telling him, come on in here. Now he done stop commenting.
That's crazy, man.
And look, hey, listen what I'm saying, Tate. This is why I want you to begin. This is going to give you wisdom because you're young. You need to, we don't duck smoke. We are real men over here, bro. People don't get it. We don't play around. Now, we make videos like other people, but that's where the similarities stop. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect it too.
It's book, man. We standing on this book. See, a lot of these dudes, man, they charlatans, and we're gonna expose them. There he is. He coming in. All right, hey Tate, I'm gonna bring this dude on. You can hang out there, but I'm gonna bring him on.
Yeah, I'll charge my phone or whatever, and then after he gets off, I'll back
right.
maybe.
So I guess this might be a longer night than we thought. Okay. He's trying to get in there. He's trying to come in. Yeah, that's what these dudes don't get. That, hey man, we ain't playing around like these people are playing towards your emotions. All right, let me bring him in there. All right, Tate, you on? What you got?
No, this is Coates, man. Can you hear me?
Coates, you on? What do you got?
Well, I want to know why Pastor Dow has not really addressed this issue head on. That's the first thing. But listen, I want to know why the videos that Kabir put out with Eileen, the same issue. It's the same exact issue. And yet no one is bringing it up. Pastor Dow not bringing it up no more because there was videos with him in the Sabbath service talking about how Eileen was would be a whore if she married another man. How she whatever other names that he called her, I don't remember all the names. Kabir got several videos, well, had several videos up. He was teaching on this. They all gone, and I went looking for them. Now I want to know what's the difference between Eileen and Nelly.
Okay. Can I explain it?
And listen, don't tell me that the issue is that Eric abandoned Nelly, because we are not hearing the whole story or the other side from Pastor Dow.
All right.
Right.
So let me.
And why didn't Pastor Dow? I'm gonna put it all out there because I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna twist everything I say, and then you're gonna cut me off. So here's the last question.
No,
Why didn't Pastor Dow tell Nelly you need to go be with your husband?
All right. Can I answer you?
Yeah, I'm quiet now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna answer you, and then I'm gonna let you talk. Okay. So, Pastor Eric Gonzalez on Floridian Rallo's show, when he had everybody on his show, Eric Gonzalez said out of his own mouth that Nelly asked him for a divorce. And then Eric Gonzalez said out of his own mouth on Floridian Rallo's show that he gave her the divorce. He signed it and divorced her. What Kabir said, Kabir.
Okay, before
never,
you do, okay.
Hold
if
on.
I may,
just let me finish, man.
I'm going. I just want to do that. I just want to answer that.
Hold on. I'm not done answering. Okay, you cut me off. All right. So Kabir did not give his wife a bill of divorce. He never divorced her. All right, go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay. Eric also said that he told Nelly to come on and come back with him to Florida or Puerto Rico, wherever it was, and she told him no. That happened before the divorce part came up. Okay, so he did say for his wife to come home.
Okay.
All right. So it's not true that he just simply gave her the divorce. If your woman not coming back, then you go ahead and let her go. You can't force nobody to do what they don't want to do.
Okay.
But that's why I'm saying when he told his wife to come on back, at that point, that's where Pastor Dawson said, "Hey, your husband said for you to come on back. You got to go."
Okay. Can I answer you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Pastor was telling him, you need to come up here and get your family. Now, let me answer the whole thing. He came out and said this, okay? They had their stuff going on between them. All right? So, I mean, that's my answer. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay. First of all, Pastor Dow shouldn't have been involved in their marriage.
How was he involved in it?
Come on, man. She was living in his house.
She was. Bro,
come on, man.
I've been on the land. He showed me where she was staying at, bro.
Okay,
come on, man.
So Pastor Dow. Wait a minute. So Pastor Dow just put out a video today where he said, I think the dude name, I might be getting the dudes wrong, but remember there was a witness who said he walked in and saw Nelly rubbing his feet in his house. That was before the divorce. So is that dude lying?
Okay, let me ask you this. What does the word say? In the mouth of two or more witnesses, let all truth be established.
See, you guys keep falling behind it.
Hold on. Just let me finish. Okay. Pastor said he didn't do that. Also, Pastor invited all these people, including Eric Gonzalez, onto a live show. Ain't nobody signed up to do it yet.
Because, brother, nobody's going to do that, brother. I wouldn't do that. No one's going to go.
You're doing it now.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. But this is us outside people who are hearing the accounts from different sides. Okay, but the people who are doing the actual accusing, they're not going to. do you really think that they're going to come up to the man that they're accusing and this is what's going to happen? Let
I
me put it
did.
this way. It's the
Hey, bro,
same way.
I went up to pastor and asked him about all this. A lot of these dudes is fake, dude. These
I
dudes,
don't
a
think so,
lot of these
brother.
dudes is scary, bro.
Now I don't. Well, listen. I
They don't
I
like
don't think they scared.
confrontation.
I don't think they scared at all. I think right now there's been so much stuff you've had. Okay, let's go back. Out of the mouth of multiple witnesses.
Two or
So
more,
you've
yeah.
had okay, two or more witnesses.
All right.
So guess what? When that guy, and I can't remember his name, and I apologize, I don't remember his name. When he walked in and saw Nelly massaging
Jamie, yeah.
Pastor Dow's foot. Now that wasn't Jamie. It was a brother. It was another dude.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Right?
Yep. I know
So
what you're
guess
talking
what?
about, yeah.
There's three witnesses.
So
There's three witnesses. Him, Nelly, and Pastor Dow. There's multiple eyewitnesses who have seen Pastor Dow walking with Jamie's wife. There's multiple eyewitnesses who've seen Pastor Dow walking with Nelly.
Who?
I don't remember everybody's names, man. But listen, here's the problem. Here's the problem with the two or more eyewitnesses. You don't have two or more eyewitnesses on every single account.
Then let y'all deal with him.
Oh, I'm gonna let y'all deal with it. But what I'm saying, Chris, okay, let me go back a little further.
Because then now you're in sin. You're doing the same thing that you're accusing him of. You being a false witness.
No, I'm asking questions.
Okay. I that's cool. I'm with that. I'm with asking
All right.
questions.
Now, brother, I started following you before you got with Straightway.
Okay.
All right. So, but right, and I started following Kabir before Kabir got with Straightway.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a change in both of you guys when it comes to Straightway.
Where do you see change in me?
I felt like you were a strong, independent person, teaching with you the knowledge, the little bit that you did know about the Bible, having discussions on with respect to Torah and being an Israelite. And I felt the same way with Kabir. And I've seen after you guys got with Straightway, now you're talking about doing Pastor Dow's bidding. Now that's my opinion.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Listen,
What do you mean,
Pastor Dow even shut you and Kabir down temporarily. Am I right or wrong?
No, that was Pastor Rufus. Pastor Dow told me to keep making videos.
Okay, so Pastor Rufus. But how Pastor Rufus get to do something without the okay. So now Pastor Rufus and Pastor Dow are not working on the same page? Back then, a couple of years ago?
No, I mean,
and that also was Pastor Mirror too, because Pastor Mirror, they all had said that you guys were new to the game or whatever. That's the term I'm using, and that you needed to learn how to do things the straight way, and that you were being tested to see if you would fall in line. Am I right or wrong?
Can I answer you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pastor Rufus. Yeah, Pastor Rufus came on, did a video, and Pastor Rufus said, if you've been in Straightway and you ain't been in Straightway more than 5 years and you got a channel, you need to shut it down and learn and blah, blah, blah. And I said, and I was like, all right, I'm shutting my shit down. Because even coming into Straightway, I recognized that these men had an understanding and they're in a place that I wasn't at. So I said, I'm going to shut it down. And I called Pastor Rufus and I said, hey, Pastor, he was the elder at the time. Hey, I'm going to shut my channel down. And he told me, Mike, don't worry about shutting your channel down. Just blah, blah, blah. He said, just keep doing what you're doing. So it was meant, maybe it was meant for Kabir or whatever. So I continued making videos. And then, but I still didn't make videos. And then Pastor Dow told me, hey, keep making videos, man. So, but you jumping around. Listen, hey, let's stick on. Do you understand? These people are making false. You gotta understand. These people are trying to cause a lot of y'all to sin. These people are making false, unsubstantiated claims. They're not even listen. Ringo TV, he knew Pastor for years. He didn't even call Pastor to ask him about any of this. He just started doing videos for a month straight, tearing them down. That nigga wicked. That's wicked as shit, bro. The book tell you to go to your brother. So what's up?
Brother, I've been following Pastor Dow for I don't know how long, more than 10 years. Okay. And I've watched where there's been someone who didn't agree with Pastor Dow, and Pastor Dow and brothers come out with video after video after video. They did Eric Gonzalez that way, they did Jamie that way, they did what's the brother out in North Dakota, wherever he is. I can't remember where he at right now.
You talking about Teacher Eric?
Yeah, Teacher Eric. And they just keep coming out. So if someone don't agree, I watched this, I've witnessed, I sat back and because I've been following this for years. And I'm saying, why are they coming against these people who are no longer in the church? Leave them alone. Let them go on their way.
Okay.
But now Pastor Dow come out hard and tell you how bad everybody is.
All right.
He do it every single. Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, again, we could take the latest situation. You said the dude Eric, Teacher Eric out there. Because I'm inside. I'm in here. I'm inside the ministry. I watch everything. I ain't no soft ass dude. I ain't gonna just go along to get along. When you see Pastor go after these people, if you pay close attention to him, he won't say, because there's somebody who left the ministry. They didn't say nothing, and Pastor didn't say nothing. But when people leave the ministry and they try to talk shit, then he come after them and put them out there. I'm going to give you, for instance, listen what I'm saying. I watched somebody leave the ministry and their wife posted something on Facebook about it. Nobody knew they had left. They had been gone, but then their wife decided to post something on Facebook. So he put their ass out there on blast.
Why?
So that's why listen what I'm saying.
You're a leader of men. Why you so why if someone is disgruntled against you, why if you've done nothing wrong?
I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead. I'm listening, brother.
I'm gonna tell you. Like, cause I got people like Mike, this Ringo thing and all this. Look, the Bible tells you to have nothing to do with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose it. When people doing wicked shit like Ringo and like New Breed, expose them. They trying to call
so
us out.
Why aren't the people so the same can be said for those who've left the ministry. They trying to expose what they deem to be wicked.
Okay. So
now you get retaliatory action.
Exactly. Let it go. Hey, let's put it. Hey, bring it to light.
You
don't
think
keep
that's
it
right.
in the dark. Yeah, don't
and
keep
you
it
think
in
that's
the dark.
right.
Yeah.
So what happens between you? So what happens between you and your wife? You gonna put it out in the public?
My wife didn't leave me. I'm with my wife.
I'm not saying your wife. It's a rhetorical question. When I'm saying you're not gonna put your business out there in the public, right? If you haven't done nothing, if you haven't done nothing wrong, right? You just gonna go on your merry way. As a man, you should just go on your merry way and do what you do. Why do you have to fight back? Why do you have to retaliate? If you're not doing nothing wrong, if everything's good, if you're right, then you don't have nothing to prove. You keep saying, by their fruits, you will know them. Okay, it doesn't matter if someone else is saying something negative about you. Guess what? Your fruits are supposed to speak for you. Am I right or wrong?
All right.
So why you got to retaliate? If someone is showing false witness, why do you have to retaliate to that? Now you bringing more of it to the forefront.
I just quoted a Bible scripture to you. I told you, expose the unfruitful works of darkness. It's like, dude, we not Christians here, bro. It's like,
I know you're not a Christian. I mean, bro. I know
you don't need no deep Bible breakdown to know, bro. If a dude is lying on you for a month straight doing videos, you're gonna have to check him. You gonna have to scripturally lacerate his ass. with that book, just
You
to
know
show the
what? I
people
don't
the
believe.
difference
Guess what? I
between
don't believe you
evil.
that. I don't believe you have to do that. If your works is good, if your fruits is good, you don't have to do any of that. People will see on their own.
Well, I'm not
But
talking
guess
about
what?
what I
So guess
feel. I'm talking about book.
okay. But you want to
I
talk
ain't
about
talking
what?
about feelings.
Okay. All right. Listen, I'm okay. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna hold that back because when you want to talk about book, we can get even deeper about this book. And I'm not saying I'm not a man of Yah. I'm just saying that
But let me ask you
there's
this: what about the adultery? Why are these people saying adultery? And that's a false witness. And
no. You got
you're
what you
telling
got
me
is
to
a
be quiet about it.
no. That's not what I'm saying. Be quiet about. What I'm saying is that the accusation has been put forth now, and now people are asking for Pastor Dow to prove his innocence. The people that Pastor Dow been teaching for 10, 15 years have been asking him to prove his innocence because there's evidence out there. People are seeing a pattern now.
Hey,
Not
look.
you
Hey,
saying
hey,
I don't.
listen, listen, listen. Hey, look. You could go on Pastor's channel and look at a couple videos back. We invited all them people making them accusations on the show, and
Brother, they're
guess
not going
what?
to do that.
Exactly.
No,
That's
no one will.
that
No
should
one
tell
would do
you it.
that.
I would
No
do
one would do that, brother.
it.
No one. No,
Bro.
brother. No one's going to
Dudes
do
gotta
that,
let
brother.
a man would.
You know why? You know why? Let me tell you why they're not going to do it. Because
Fear.
now it's going to show. No, it's going to show Pastor Dow standing up to his accusers, and it's going to look, even whether he's guilty or not, it's going to look like he's not guilty. He's going to look like he stood strong in front of the eyes of the witnesses and his accusers.
Bro.
So it's not going to prove anything. It's going to be the same
Bro.
way he did with what's the brother? He had the debate, the last debate he had. Uh, uh, P. Rambo, and Pete Rambo checked Pastor Dow, and I saw the anger in Pastor Dow in his posture, and he said, "Brother, we're going to have to agree to disagree," and he wanted to end the debate right then and there. Am I right or wrong? So
When
even go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
yeah, I mean, I was on the show, so I was
Yes,
part of
sir.
the whole show. So
Yes, sir.
in fact, I set the show up, and
Yes, sir. I know you was there.
the show. Hold on, and the show that wasn't the topic of discussion on the show. I mean, yeah, I mean,
The
look,
topic was about
hold on.
going back to visit Israel.
I know exactly what it's about. And then the topic of the Holy Spirit came up and everything like that.
Yes, yes.
And if you knew what the whole show was about, they weren't going down that path. They weren't gonna get it. It
I do
wasn't a
know. I
show,
watched. I do know what the whole show was
right? And
about, brother. But my point
so
is
so
that Pastor
so
Dow ended the debate. He decided to
it,
say we're
okay.
going to have to agree to disagree, and then after that, dang tootin' if Pastor Dow didn't start coming out somewhat, not full fledged negative, but some of that he was starting to have some negative comments towards Pete Rambo.
All
Am
right.
I right or
Well,
wrong, brother?
listen. What you're implying is that if somebody's off, listen, because and you gotta let me finish this one out, okay? What you're implying is that with a lot of things, you're kind of pushing the go along to get along mentality that a lot of black people go with. Like there be all types of wicked shit going on in black families, and they kind of go along and get along. Look, a lot of people who get around me don't like me because I call it like I see it, and I don't mind confrontation. There's nothing wrong with confrontation and checking people and exposing shit that ain't right. Like that's the type of men I like to be around. That hey, they're gonna call it like they see it. I don't want nobody who gonna kind of ease through stuff. No, you gotta stand on book, and a lot of times it ain't comfortable. It's very it could be very uncomfortable. It could be very awkward or whatever. Standing on book. Like if I went around what you trying to say, then you wouldn't like Jesus either, because he was very confrontational. Them dudes wanted to kill him. He was whipping people. Come on, dude. Like we real men here, and I tell you, like The brothers who are around me, they know, hey, we're gonna confront whatever needs to be confronted. And I'm telling you, our people, black people, that's one of the main problems among our people. They ain't confrontational. When it come down to it, what's the dude's name? Ringo. He ain't confrontational. He don't want no smoke. He ain't coming on that show. New Breed. He trying to charge money. Come on the show. Let's have a discussion just like me and you have it. You was in the comments. I let you come on. I'm giving you the floor. Let you talk. That's what it's about.
If I may, brother, can I come in a little bit here, brother?
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, I was trying to say that the same result is going to happen, just like with Pete Rambo. You're not going to come to a conclusion. Every man is going to stand their ground. It's not going to prove anything. It's not going to prove anything, right? By having the debate. They not. Listen. I don't know those guys. I don't think they ducking no smoke. But I want to know. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Pastor Dow is ducking smoke. To be honest with you, I want to know why. I think Pastor Dow. I think Kabir, Nelly. I want to know why Pastor Dow he keeps saying there's two sides to every story, but he hasn't told his side. But yet he's getting killed in the media right now. But he hasn't told his side of the story. He hasn't defended his honor. Right? I mean, come on, man. I mean, you're talking about being a man or confronting these issues or whatever, but confronting the wicked, but that's not what he's doing. What Pastor Dow is the image of what he's doing is being argumentative and name calling and that's what it seems like. I mean,
they're not doing that to him. Hey, they calling him P. Diddy Dow, and they got all these.
Yeah, they doing it to him. Yeah, they doing it to him.
Come on, he not calling names. He calling out names.
He calling out names, man. But he's been the one that's being accused.
Brother, hey, listen to this.
And listen, the last thing, let me finish it, and then I'm done.
Okay.
Where are the videos of Kabir keep talking about Eileen for that whole time about if she get married, if she remarry again? They're gone. Why are they gone? I've been looking for them. I went through all the videos. I've been following Kabir from the beginning, and I know what Kabir said. And this is no Mandela moment for me because I know what he's been teaching.
Hey, look, I've been over Kabir's house, and I've talked to Kabir face to face, and he's told me they never got divorced, bro. I could go tell Kabir he never gave her a bill of divorce, bro. So what are you talking about? Like, it's not
Kabir and Eileen didn't get divorced?
No. What are you talking about? She took his children.
Bro, they have been going to court. She was going after his money. How's she gonna go after his money if they hadn't been divorced?
Hey, man. Hey, listen,
Kabir himself said that they got divorced. But he did say,
y'all niggas
come on, bro.
Y'all need to get a Ritalin.
So Kabir and Eileen are not divorced right now. But they don't have a legal divorce right now.
Listen to me. Y'all need
didn't Kabir and Pastor Dow say that Eileen went out and was dating another man?
Bro, or something like that? Bro, listen. I want you to listen to me, man.
I'm
y'all
listening,
niggas,
brother. I listen.
All y'all need to get a Ritalin prescription because y'all don't be listening, man. He never divorced her. Her wicked ass is out there running around cheating on him. Nelly got divorced. Y'all, like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm not saying right. What y'all missing?
Then why is Kabir saying my ex-wife? And when we got divorced?
Bro, I'm gonna get Kabir on the phone right now. I'm gonna see if I can get Kabir on the phone. Maybe, I don't know. She took his children. She left him. Okay?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So, which is wicked as hell.
So hold on. Let me see if I can get him. What time? I ain't gonna call him this late. It's 9 o'clock.
All right, well, you just talk to him.
Hey, watch
Do
his
another
channel.
video. Maybe you two can talk about it at another time.
I
You can
don't
put
need
them
to talk
on. I'll
about it.
be listening.
I know. I live around. That's my
Okay.
brother. I be
So
around. I
okay.
know.
So they didn't get
You missed
divorced,
something.
and the videos are gone now. All the videos he did the teaching on about her, and everything he said about her. Well, not everything, because some of the videos still there, but the main ones talking about when she got divorced from him, which you saying no, that's
Hey,
not true, right?
look, let me
All
tell
those
you.
videos are gone.
Hey,
All
I
those
want.
videos are gone. So,
Listen,
okay, brother.
I
All
want.
right. So, Mandela, I don't know what I'm talking about now. I've been following you
eh,
guys. I've been following you guys for years. I've been listening and studying.
Bro,
Me and my buddies been.
he never divorced her on purpose. She's out. I'm just telling you, man. I don't know where I don't know where you're hearing that from,
Okay.
or what's telling you that.
Okay. Then
And
how is
and
she
this is
getting? How is she
and
getting his
listen,
money? Nah, brother, for real. How is she getting his what was it? His NFL what was that? The
dude,
retirement. How is she getting
dude,
that if they not divorced?
dude. They do anything for these women.
All right, brother.
Bro,
All right. All right.
look. Dude. He tells you he'll tell you the story where I'm not gonna put it. Dude, go watch Kabir Show. I'm sure he gonna see this and he gonna put a video out and break it all down to you. But this is like surface level stuff, and I'm trying to understand y'all, because this is why y'all sitting there lying on somebody, calling them an adulterer. Now y'all bearing false witness and y'all violating
Well,
one of the
brother, because
10
now you
commandments.
said that I don't know what I've been listening to all these years. You telling me now that what I thought I knew, I didn't know. You telling me everybody, everyone, you saying that every single person who has had a problem with Straightway and left Straightway is all evil and wicked, and Pastor Dow is perfect and good, hasn't done nothing wrong. You saying he ain't wronged nobody. No one should have a problem with him. Everybody else is a liar. Come
No,
on,
I'm
brother.
saying, no, I didn't call everybody else a liar.
Come on, man. How many men have come to Straightway and left and left? And look, before Ringo came and started this, because there's a crew of dudes out here that's following Pastor Dow, dude. And we've had questions. We scratching our head because I got a buddy now who's dealing with an ex-wife who wants to come back to him. And he ain't messing with it because he's confused. He's like, I don't know what the F to do.
Well, he need to read his book.
I Yeah, he read the book, but we hear one thing from Pastor Dow, and then we see him do something else. We hear one thing from Kabir. Now you telling me that what I thought I knew about Kabir ain't true? Come on,
Hey,
man. The
hey,
story
hold
keeps
on.
changing.
Hold on one sec. Hold on. Hey, one of y'all see if y'all get Kabir to come on here. I see some of y'all watching. Somebody reach out to Kabir and tell him come on here. And y'all, the reason cause something the brother here mentioned about these discussions. Look, at the end of the day, more than likely, you ain't gonna change your stance or whatever. But guess what? The people
Dude,
watching
if the truth comes to me,
gonna
I
get
will
it.
change my stance, brother.
Okay,
I'm
we gonna see
asking
it.
questions.
Hey, listen.
I'm
Hey,
asking
listen.
questions that
Hey, listen. Calm down. Listen. Look, we're gonna see if we get them on here. We're gonna answer. A video's gonna come out answering what you ask. We not these other clowns out here. We don't duck no smoke. Like when I say that holds substance. We ain't ducking no smoke. We will answer that. Okay. So I mean, like we not these other clowns out here. So if he can't come on here now, a video will come out soon answering what you're asking.
dude, Kabir could put out he could put out a video anytime he want, man. You don't have to if he sleep, you don't have to wake that brother up, man.
No,
You know what I mean?
if it wins you over and pulls you out of the gets
dude,
you
I haven't
where you
I'm still listening
understand
to
right,
Pastor
it's
Dow. I
worth
still
it.
listen to you. I still listen to Kabir. I'm still waiting for answers, brother. It ain't about
Well, the
pulling me
answer
nowhere. I want
that
answers.
well, that's what we doing.
So,
I'm trying to get you some answers. If he gotta get woke up, so be it. You want answers? We gonna get them to you. Cause we love our brothers. You see what I'm saying? And look, ain't nobody look. Y'all gas, man. Y'all drunk off all them damn Ringo
Ain't no
videos,
y'all,
man.
man. This is
We gonna
me,
sober
man.
y'all up.
This ain't no y'all, brother. It's me. This is me. And ain't no y'all. I don't know Ringo. I don't know New Breed. I don't know none of them brothers. This is just me. I've had questions long before this stuff hit the fan, brother.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get answers.
When Pastor got with Nelly, right off the top, we were scratching our heads saying, huh? How's he with her? She was married to another dude.
Hey,
We was asking that question from the jump.
Say that again. You was asking what?
I said, me and some other brothers was asking that question when he first got with Nelly.
You was asking what?
With Nelly, how did Pastor Dow end up with Nelly?
So
we were trying to ask, we was asking.
I told you how. I just told you how.
That's your story. That's your story. That's your story that you heard from whomever you heard it from. But there's somebody else got to give.
But the story you came with was from Ringo. I'm on the inside.
No, the story I came with came from Eric. Eric put a video out when this stuff first happened.
Eric who?
Eric Gonzalez.
Yeah, but I told you
he put a video out when this stuff first happened, brother.
Exactly. But I told you, look, Eric said out of his own mouth he divorced her.
All right.
And then a year later, they got married.
Okay, bro.
Now what you're doing is assuming all this extra stuff.
No, I'm not assuming that extra, brother. What I'm saying is, how did a family goes to go to a church, a community, and they go to get guidance and support and to be strengthened, and yet the one of them leaves and they separate and they divorce after that, brother. Come on, man. That's questions for that, brother.
Hey, listen, look, you should go listen to Eric Gonzalez's interview. Okay?
Dude, I've listened to
and if you hold on, just hold on. And if you listen with a discerning ear, all these people, Jamie, I heard Pastor Rufus said, like, they all admit to the stuff they were wrong in too.
Yes, they did.
But you're listening to what they're emphasizing and not everything that's being said.
No, I'm listening to the whole thing, and I'm listening to everything.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, brother, because you said you've been following us for years and all this stuff. Have you been up to Straightway, to fellowship, or for a feast, or to talk to Pastor and to get his side of the story?
Nope.
So you just running on just what you think and not no facts.
Well, no, don't put it like that, brother. Don't put it like that, because I've called the dining hall and I called them twice and didn't get a response back. All right. And we knew that temporarily there was a fellowship somewhere in the Virginia. I live in the Virginia DMV area. And from what I understand, that's supposed to have been disbanded. I never inquired about it no more, but yeah. So don't say that I didn't attempt to come and visit Straightway or get the meeting. That's not true, brother. All right.
So you tried twice and then you quit trying.
Dude, I don't chase nobody, man. Come on.
You don't chase y'all?
Why try to chase y'all?
You
I don't have to chase y'all. I'm supposed to learn. I'm learning from y'all. I read that book.
Okay.
Y'all teach me. It say you open the door. You say you open the door and he comes in.
All right. Well, you need to do your due diligence before you come with stuff. You need to do your due diligence to get both sides of the story. That's Bible.
Dude, I'm waiting for the other side. I'm waiting for the other side.
Keep going.
I'm waiting for the other side, brother. I did do my due diligence. I told you what I did. See what I'm saying? You twisted everything I said to you. I told you I looked for those videos with Kabir. I know that those videos are gone. All right. Now I said to you, I've been waiting for Pastor Dow to tell his side of the story. Don't tell me I haven't been doing my due diligence, brother. I've been listening to everybody. I've been listening to all sides of this thing of what's positive. But here's what I see. I see a consistent pattern of people having a problem with Straightway. Now, I'm not saying those people are good. I'm not saying all those people are good, because there's something wrong with everybody right now. I believe there's something wrong with humanity right now, period. But I know that you're not going to get perfect people everyone that comes to Straightway is going to enjoy their experience there. I'm not ignorant, but what I'm saying is that you keep all these people. You can't keep having people who go away, even people who go away quietly, is all of a sudden treated like a pariah from Straightway. There's a consistent pattern there.
Treat it like a what? I can't hear you.
A pariah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a consistent. Come on, brother. Come on, man. Don't insult me, man. Please don't do that.
Look. In any, we know in any assembly, like just like the dude I just had on, Tate, he was a part of Ringo and what's the other guy's name? New Breed's crew or whatever. And he broke off from there.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. See, you twisting that. They didn't even know Tate.
Okay.
New breed knew of him. Ringo didn't know him at all.
Well,
only Rollo knew him.
Right. Listen what I'm saying. He was a part of that whole group there, whatever you want to call it.
No, he wasn't, brother. Stop playing that. No, he wasn't a part of that whole group, brother. Tate was not, brother.
Okay. He said he met up with them. He said the dude, hold on. Just hold on. I'm just telling you what Tate said out of his mouth. He said he helped them with some editing, New Breed and stuff. He said they met up in Washington. I'm not saying they was tight. The point I'm trying to make, any assembly going to have people who fall off. Okay?
That's right.
And just like Straightway, we have people who fall off. We have people who come in, they got a bad spirit on them, they ain't willing to change, and they got all types of issues. We got people who come in the Straightway. You could listen. You should listen to the teaching I did before this about men coming in. They don't got their house in order. They don't know how to deal with the women. The women don't know how to deal with the men. And they come in the Straightway, and their house is already a mess. And you try to get it together, and it's just a disaster. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. You know, I mean, you read through the book, it's just the way it is. Like, hey, many are called, few are chosen. And the dude Tate said he's familiar with New Breed and Rollo. He never has interacted with Ringo. So he just, but yeah, man. But like I said, the way I am, like I said, the Bible tells you to try all things, hold fast to that which is true, you know, and you got to be diligent. You have to be diligent about it.
All right, and we didn't even bring up the Jamie story, right? So use a backdoor method in order to get a divorce. Why? What was the purpose of and the big priority to make sure that Jamie's wife divorced him?
Okay,
why?
So listen.
Why
can I answer your question?
Come on.
Hold on. Can I answer? Let me. All right. So your question concerning that. I have not dug into this situation with Jamie. Okay. But what I did find out, some things I did find out were his marriage was kind of rocky. The way I found this out, he said it. He said his marriage was kind of.
But that's their marriage.
Hold on. Just listen to what I'm saying. He said his marriage was kind of rocky. And then the other thing I could discern coming from him, is, this. I saw this picture here and a bunch of other disturbing pictures on his Facebook page that let me know he not following in the path of righteousness. Okay? So have I dug all the way into this situation with him? No, I haven't. So I'm not.
You're dealing with semantics. You're dealing with semantics. Now you're talking about.
No, I'm just telling you. No, brother. I'm not assuming
for all the
nothing.
divorces. It's semantics for Nelly getting divorced. It's semantics for Jamie's issue. Now you saying now you're talking about the
I don't.
after
Hey, look,
effect of how
I
these
do
men are
not
living
know,
now. None of that is
dude.
irrelevant, brother.
I'm
No, I
not
mean none of that
assuming
is relevant.
nothing. I'm not assuming nothing.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I
I
can
don't
tell you
know
this.
why. I don't know why Eric and Nelly got divorced, and I'm not claiming to know it, and I'm not assuming to know it. But one thing I checked on, were y'all doing adultery? They said no. They told me, pastor told me the situation. He said she had been divorced for like a
Okay,
year
why
or
is the
so.
situation a secret, brother?
So why are people breaking one of the 10 commandments, accusing him of adultery when there's no evidence of it?
There's,
That's evil. That's
oh,
wickedness.
now there's no
That's
evidence.
textbook
So
wickedness.
why wait a
Well,
minute,
what's
so
the
why is there
evidence?
no evidence? So why is there
What's
no
that?
evidence? Why is there
Who
no
saw?
evidence?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Who saw Pastor committing adultery with Nelly? Where are the two or more witnesses that the Bible calls
There you
for?
go. There you go.
And
You
you
fall
laugh
back
at
on that.
me, but I'm just
Now I'm
talking
laughing
Bible.
because you keep you and Pastor Dow and Kabir and Pastor Muir
Wow,
keep
bro.
coming back, falling back on out of the eyes or the mouth of two witnesses. Y'all keep
I'm
falling back
throwing
on that.
book.
That's your cover.
What it?
That's
All right,
your
what's your
cover.
cover? So how
What do you mean? What's
you
my
get?
cover?
Give me the Bible verse that justifies what you're saying, because I just justified what I'm saying. You
Right,
give
because
me
that's
book.
exactly that's the cover that you can use because there's not two witnesses with every single detail on every issue. Then it didn't happen.
Give me the Bible verse that
Oh,
justifies what you're saying.
come on, brother, come on,
See, we follow the Bible
come,
here.
come on. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you
It
are.
doesn't.
You're following the Bible to use it for your advantage. To
Hey,
your
look.
when it's convenient for you. When it's
So
convenient for you. Pastor Dalvin, am I right? I will Pastor Dalvin teaching for
you're wrong.
years that a woman. Okay, all right, brother. All right, guess what? We're gonna agree to disagree. How about that?
All right. All right. Nice having you on, Coach.
My goodness, brother.
All right,
Godspeed,
man.
brother. Peace.
Y'all, I think that discussion, uh, that discussion with Coach, some of y'all might be cringing, but I think it was good. It was perfect. I think Coach perfectly embodies the types of people who are making these accusations. All I'm trying to tell you, and let me break it down a little further, because I've said this before too. I'm trying to get my camera where it's on. Look, I said this before too. It people. I'm trying to get people to show me in the Bible. Again, I was trying to get him show me where the adultery is, and you see, nobody can prove it. Now let me tell you something. Now this is what they're not. Some of these people, I don't think they know how to articulate what they're thinking or feeling, whatever. The whole situation, what you can find in the Bible or what you might be able to say about it, it wasn't a good look, maybe the way it was gone about. But at the end of the day, it says in the mouth of two or more witnesses, let everything be established. Now, listen, look, if somebody doing something and nobody saw it and they creeping around doing sin, hey, the Most High will see it. The Most High see everything. And he's faithful and just. And the Most High, we done seen him, man. We've had people, we had people in our assembly here out there. They're getting rebuked, keep getting corrected and rebuked about something. And then people stop rebuking them. And the Most High deal with their ass. And he deal with them in spectacular fashion and leaves no room for excuse of what happened. And the Most High will mop the floor with your ass and beat you down for leaving a waxy buildup. Like he ain't playing. Okay? So, I mean, if we have faith in the Most High and we trying to tell the dude, hey, nobody saw this, there's no witness, You going off hearsay. We trying to prevent these people from walking in sin. And Ringo, by the thousands, is leading people into sin, into making false accusations. And we try to tell you, look, stick to the book. Because some of these people are stressing themselves out, upsetting themselves with stuff they can't prove, stuff that's a sin to be going around saying. And look, it is what it is. And if somebody's doing some dirt behind the scenes, if you have, the Most High is faithful and just, he'll deal with it. And then the dude went to Kabir. I was like, man, like Kabir done said that story over and over so many times about, him and that woman. But it's a testament to some of these dudes, man. They don't be hearing, dude. They're not listening in. They just like, I don't like the way it look, But it got to be more to that than just a feeling, But anyway, yeah, y'all. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to do me a favor if you can. If you haven't hit that like button already, just hit it. You can only hit it once. Hit that like button. Share this video. Subscribe to my channel. We're going to be doing some teachings on marriage and relationship, because I talked about how a lot of people come into this truth and they have marriage issues. A lot of men don't know how to be a man, don't know how to stand on business, stand on book. You have a lot of women don't know how to be a righteous biblical woman. They don't know how to stand on book. So, but it is, so we're going to be teaching on that, breaking it down to a very granular level where people can walk this thing out and everything. Somebody said, well, we all know since they was in the truth who in charge of judging the wife of they make it, I think they meant if they make it to the kingdom, but Jesus get final say. Okay. What religion do you follow, if I may ask? I follow the book. I'm a follower of the Bible. And we also follow the culture of the Bible. So we live according to it. Like we our assembly, we sold all we had, came together as one group, one family. We live together, share all things, have all things in common. Yeah, so that is us here. But yeah, we follow the book. We're obedient to the book, Old and New Testament. So yeah, good question. All right, y'all, it's late, and now I done went on going on 2 hours. Been on here, and I don't want to be like Ringo over there. Somebody says, if Kabir is not legally divorced, then he's got a serious. You want to come in again? Yeah, real fast, Tate. Real fast, okay? Real fast. All right, there's the link. Make it quick. Somebody said, if Kabir is not legally divorced, then he's got a serious, I don't know what that is. Coates, I see you still in there. Yeah, man. Hey, if you want to get to the bottom of this, and if you want to be righteous, you need to call that number till you get somebody and get an answer. Get an answer to the question. Yeah, so. All right. Yep. So I'm telling you, man, y'all, it ought to look. It ought to spark your curiosity that we open up a show for any of these dudes to come on the show, and so far none of them have committed to coming on. New Breed has some stupid thing. He wanted to charge all this money because he's about money, but I haven't heard of anybody coming out saying they wanted to do a video, or I'm sorry, that they wanted to come on the video. Hey, go ahead, Tate.
Hey, hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man, this is exactly what I'm like studying with people. If they've had questions before, they could have definitely brought those way, way long ago. Those are things that don't even matter really right now. You know, all due respect. Because
What's
if people
that?
have these offenses, of course you can call that. You can try. You can keep calling. And sometimes Elder Becker gets back to you when you call the
Yep.
hotline and stuff. And
Yeah, they're
that's what
busy,
I've
man.
experienced. Yeah, bro, I've experienced that. Elder Becker's called me twice back. You know, um, 'cause I've done that before. But yeah, man, I'm seeing all this. There's no scripture that I can even find about a divorced woman can't be remarried. I remember watching a video a while back. Pastor Dot
Watch
even
out for
spoke on that, and that's not even in the book. It's like if a woman gets divorced, and if that guy said on Rollo's show, that's it. That's ball game, bro. I'm being serious. Because Rollo took the stream down, but if you say that's what he said, yo, it's game over.
Everybody
That's it.
saw it, man. Look, if you go to, I think C Rock Smooth, if you go to his channel, he did an interview with Eric Gonzalez, and Eric Gonzalez said the same thing on there. So I mean, it's still online, it's out there. So it's
Yeah.
like, I look, man, it's like it's like folks are almost laughing at what the Bible says.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So,
Even though
but
no matter what I say though, I'm probably I don't know how to put it. I'm a Christian now. That's all I'm gonna say. And everyone's gonna be like, well, you're not in the commandments. He's a pagan. I've cut my piece. I've said my piece about this situation, but I've already, in my own world, have moved back into my adjustments. And this is what I believe. I believe people like you, I believe people like Pastor Dow, that we're not just justified on the law itself, but we all have a common father, right? We have Jesus Christ. And these people that are making false accusations, these people that don't have the spirit and character of Christ, are like the ravenous wolves, so like the Pharisees, even these Hebrew Israelite people, the ones that are real dogmatic, real venomous. I know for a fact that Jesus Christ would have gone against this type of spirit. And I do believe with all this, with just the attitudes of people, the gossip and the confusion in everyone's voice and going all, building up all this offense, it just doesn't come across like what's it called? It doesn't, got you. It doesn't come across as upright, especially how I've been treated in my own world. Because I feel like I'm not holding on to this offense, but I do feel like I was dealt with treacherously. I really doubt that people of Christ are going to deal with their brother in such a way where there's no mercy, no grace, and it's just sad, bro. And I watched this testimony of this guy who went to hell. He said that most people in hell are there because he had this near-death experience, but he said most people are there for gossip. Think about that. Most people are there just for gossip, And
yeah, and
I
like I
love y'all,
said,
man. How
man,
can I say it?
I'm telling all these people, man, like you gotta be a man. You can't be scared, and you gotta get down to the bottom of stuff.
It's
You gotta
answered
get to the
though.
bottom of it.
It's answered tonight. It's answered. And Ringo Newbury, the guys I used to love to watch, they can't even come to y'all. the integrity ain't there. And it took me having to go and approach him, it wasn't right, to have the most, here's even a crazier thing. Last week, the Most High let me talk to Jordan Peterson, but a Hebrew Israelite man would be like, this man's a pagan, this man's a Gentile white piece of garbage, Every man is not perfect. We are trying. And
Hey,
even
look,
if that dude...
listen. Straightway is full of all nations. Just like the book say.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
You know Jordan Peterson, right? You know who that guy is?
Yeah, I listen to him.
Bro, I
some of his
prayed with
stuff.
them. Bro, I prayed with them last week. Who gets to do that? Like, I'm the devil to Ringo. I'm the devil to Newbury. I'm this Gentile devil who had the spirit of death on him. And the whole audience is thinking I'm a fed. You don't see that this is the it's a ravenous spirit. It's a ravenous, dogmatic Pharisee that Christ said, "You brood of vipers." That's the same spirit. But I'm the bad, people like us, they're trying to, there's nothing wrong with half an hour of you making videos in response to people that go on Facebook, because that stuff gets in the camp. Those are personal stuff that people will say, and people have their numbers, and they go ahead behind the scenes talk about it. So he has every right to make the video about somebody on his YouTube channel, because it's causing confusion. I'm seeing all the myths, like, I'll wrap up one thing. I'm seeing all the, I don't know, the insufficiency in people's thought process that don't know nothing, and it makes sense to me now. Like, Ringo New Breed, hey, bless them. Hopefully Yuki Farms goes well. Hopefully they will find a place in their heart to repent. Like, for real. Repent, like, for real. Wait, is it worth going to hell for, bro? Is it really worth going to hell for? I understand.
But my advice to you is, don't backslide. Don't go backwards. Just like you said, don't return to your vomit.
Well, I'm already looked at, like, do you hold the law? Yeah, I did it Saturday. I didn't feel any more holy. Doesn't mean I'd reject it. No. But I go to fellowship with Christians. I used to hate on Christians. I used to be like, oh, and I have a friend in Straightway. We have these conversations. They're hard conversations to have because I'm on the other side. I know what y'all think. I know what I believed in at one point. I don't know how I'm here. I don't know how I'm talking to Jordan Peterson. I don't know how I'm talking to Ringo. I don't know how I'm in front of a hotel. Listen, it's crazy, but at the end of the day, one second. At the end of the day, I'm gonna wrap up. At the end of the day, man, if grandma's doing Easter, I used to be like, oh, she's on hell. But if grandma's doing Easter in her heart, in her motive, she's eating a turkey or a ham, she ain't going to hell. I used to be, and I know you're not agree with that. I'm not gonna argue and debate it, because I know what I believed in. I watched y'all. I watched all this stuff. I know how everyone thinks. Does it mean I'm right about it? No. But I have a graceful attitude. I'm thinking, it's not fair how you're being treated, how Pastor Dallas being treated. The same people that are dogmatic, telling that their grandma's going to hell, this and that for this. I'm babbling. I apologize. I'm at the job site.
So going back. Hey, look, back to what I said at the beginning of this. You're young, okay, and you're emotional. You need to work on that. It's already caused you some pain. Get serious. Like I said, you will know them by their fruit, and just continue watching people's fruit. All right, brother.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just talking from damn. I got ran over at the dump site. I'm talking from emotions. Listen, I get it. That's just that manly man stuff. I'm a man, bro. But I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And like I said, here's how I feel. I love y'all. And I thank you for everything. And I do want to visit the land, even if I'm a Christian, dude. That would be lit. I would love it. But I will tell you
Well,
this. Through it all, I did say this. I did say to Ringo when he was leaving into the hotel, being held back. I was like, you have the spirit of pride, or the same pride that Pastor Doll has, you have. I said that. So if you ever hear that, that's because in that time, I was thinking the same way as the other brothers, that he was rejecting to bring the information out and stuff. And but I'm seeing the pride of the whole other side too. So forgive me for that, Pastor Dow, if you ever hear this. But I'll talk to y'all later.
all right, man. I'll see you later.
Peace.
All right, y'all. So that's that. And with that said, y'all, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. I'm Michael Israel. Shalom, shalom.